Are you one of those people who just struggle to get a really good night's sleep? Then watch this video because I'm going to share some really good tips on how you can improve your sleep. I am Louise, also known as Fruity Louise, and I used to have a lot of sleeping problems myself. Like when I was really ill about 10 years ago, I just couldn't fall asleep and I was like waking up several times at night, and I was just really struggling during the day as well because I was so tired because of this. And I personally know how sleep is just the most important thing for your health. Like you regenerate so much when you sleep, and you just have the energy to deal with daily lives when you get a good night's sleep. So maybe you're one of those people as well. Maybe you like struggle to fall asleep at night, or maybe you wake up, or maybe you're just super tired during the day. And I'm gonna share some of my best tips for what you can do to like just improve your sleep basically. So I coach a lot of people, and in my programs and my coachings, I see that this is such a common problem. Like people, they just, whenever they're ill, their hormones are out of balance, and then their sleep is gonna go the wrong way as well. And so sleep and hormones are really tightly related. If you're stressed out or your hormones are out of balance, you know, for other reasons, you probably can't sleep, and you really got to do something about it. So there's two options: either remove the stress or rebalance your hormones. And so the first thing could be to just fall asleep. So let's talk about that. My major tip for that is to go to bed before 10 o'clock. So why is that, Louise? Well, at 10 o'clock, your cortisol level starts to rise. So during the day, it's going down, and then at 10, it rises again. And if you go to bed before 10, then it's going to be so much easier for you to sleep. Because after that, like, you're going to be awake. It's like party time. And so, first of all, change your rhythm of when you go to sleep. Then you will sleep easier when you do go to sleep. And then secondly, you gotta stop your stressful thoughts. And stressful thoughts are probably part of your life if you're ill, or if you have a busy job, or problems in relationships or finances or something like that. And your thoughts are just going to be all over the place, constantly thinking about things you have to do, or worries or struggles or whatever. And those thoughts will continue like blah 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 blah, even when you lie in your bed. And unless you shut them up, you cannot sleep. So you gotta figure out a way to just get quiet up there. And it can be hard because thoughts are almost running your life sometimes. You're thinking. It's like, no, stop thinking. Just relax and just be. Stop thought. And meditation can be a really good thing for this. But a lot of people that I know, they just don't know how to do it, and they don't have the energy to do it, or it's just not happening. So an exercise that I would do is do something that's really boring. And an exercise could be, and this is one that I did when I was really struggling, is to imagine you have a whiteboard or a piece of paper, or something like that, and you just start to draw numbers with a pen or a piece of chalk. And number one, and then number two, and you make them really beautiful with a dot, and then number three, and a dot, and you just continue like forever with all these numbers, and you make them super beautiful, and you just see them in front of you drawing these numbers, and eventually your mind is just going to go, this is too darn boring, and then go to sleep. So it's all about stopping the thought. You have to stop your thought. And then the third thing for falling asleep is to shut down your computer, your mobile phone, your television at least an hour before you go to bed. Otherwise, all those impressions and the light from the screens, you know, it's gonna like make it harder for you to just calm down. So just switch it off, read a book, just lie on your couch and meditate or chill, and like just take your time to wind down before you go to bed. And yeah, that's a tip for falling asleep. And then if you're one of those people who wake up at night, it's like basically because your hormones are out of balance. So one thing I would do is to sleep in the dark. If you have like a street light outside, or you're in a bright summer area where there's like sunlight all year round almost during the night, then you really gotta block your windows and maybe use a sleeping mask, something that is gonna make your hormones know that now it's night. So even little red lights on your alarm clock or something, you know, shut them off with something dark, so you're not getting artificial light during the night. And then also oxygen. It's super important that you get oxygen while you sleep, so open your window just a tiny bit, maybe just to get some fresh air in, and you're going to sleep way better. And if you wake up, then do this drawing the numbers exercise, and don't worry, don't stress, because what people do, they're like, oh no, I'm awake, I need my sleep, and the stressful thoughts just keep coming. And so instead, you're just going to calm yourself and say, okay, I'm awake right now, it's a good time to be awake, I'll just not worry about it, I can sleep later during the day, I'll catch up, I've done this before, I'll manage, I can just lie here and think of nice things and appreciate my life, and you know, just use the time in a constructive way. Maybe say, babies, they only sleep 4 hours and they're still okay, and I can sleep like a baby, and then, you know, talk yourself down and into it, and not worry, because the worry is going to make you stress more about not sleeping. And then the two most important things that I want to give you regarding sleep is a diet change, because that was what really did it for me. When I changed my diet into eating raw fruits and vegetables, and salads of course, that like totally shifted everything. Like, I went from not being able to sleep at all to suddenly like sleeping like, yeah, a baby. Like just solid sleep. When I go to bed, I sleep within the first 10 minutes. I sleep throughout the night. I might get up to go to the bathroom, but other than that, go straight back to sleep. Wake up in the morning refreshed and happy. And so that's how it should be, right? And I totally believe that my diet has helped my hormones so much in the rebalancing part. And I just hope you'll try it. And what has really, really made the biggest difference is getting my greens. And I do this in green smoothies because it's so much easier to get them in a super like potent form where it's blended up, and it's so easy to drink, and it's so easy for the body to absorb it. And when I first started drinking green smoothies, like everything went crazy. I had so much detox, and my sleep actually went worse in the beginning, but then after about a month or so, suddenly I was just sleeping so well. And it was like, wow, can it be like this? Oh, it's amazing. And that's what I hear from people in my programs as well, and from my coaching clients, like, wow, we didn't know we could sleep so well. And so basically it's all about hormones, getting them back to balance. And you might have to do the diet change in order to get that. And then also just get rid of stressful thoughts. Realize that that's what's happening. That's why you can't quiet your mind. And yeah, if you want to like learn more about the diet especially, then I can really recommend you like learning more on my website, FruityLou.com. And here I have my top 5 tips for getting your health back naturally. And just go there and download it, and I'll get you some more tips, and you'll be on my newsletter as well, so I can send you more great information about videos, for example, that I'm making. So yeah, and oh, if you want to follow me, then you can go to my Instagram, my YouTube, and my Facebook, and just get more inspiring, inspirational, and motivational information from me about health and happiness and mindset, so, and diet. Take care and sleep well. Bye. If you would like to know more about how I got well naturally, you can go to my website and get more information. Here you can get a Get Started guide where I tell you all about the diet and lifestyle that I used, And you can also download my top 5 tips totally free. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.